what it means to be an American. America is freedom, and freedom is special and rare.
We, the people of this great nation.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
We, the people.
We, the people
of this great nation.
of this great nation.
Have no fear, my fellow Americans. There still is a path for Donald Trump. As we see the numbers shriveling in Arizona, it is the first key state that's going to show that it's going to turn. The tide will turn in Trump's direction. We all know, we feel it, we know inside there's fraud. I mean, it's almost like when you suspect somebody that you know did something, and you know it deep down inside, but you have to investigate it in order to find out the truth, and then it ends up being that. This is the same scenario we find ourselves here in America. It is obvious, and no 74 million people voted for Joe Biden. Give me a break.
Come on, man.
You honestly, seriously think that Joe Biden got that much supporters? Give me a break. Give me a break. So today, Secretary Pompeo, apparently he feels pretty confident. He says, yes, there will be a smooth transition back to the White House by our team. Listen, everyone knows it. Everyone feels it. They see the fraud. They see the affidavits. They see people talking, poll workers stating how they backdated ballots, how they were given strict orders to do specific things. This was a systemic attack on our elections. And I will tell you, they are playing with fire, because something like this can incite a huge problem in the United States. A huge problem. Now the hypocrisy of everything is we have Joe Biden doing the exact same thing that they indicted General Flynn for doing, which is speaking to foreign countries. Mind you, he is president-elect by the media, not certified. Not one state has certified him yet, and he is having conversations with foreign governments already, with foreign leaders already. This is a joke. The man can barely speak. And the more and more I see his plans, the more I see the Democratic Party falling apart. We know the filibuster is going to stay, already confirmed by several senators in the Democratic Party. They obviously saw the effects of this whole socialist movement, how it's not working for them. They've lost 9 seats in the House. 9 seats, some in California, out of all places. I want to tell my supporters and Trump supporters to hang in there. Let the justice system play itself. These people time and time again have pulled this stunt against Trump, and time again they stomp on their own feet. They trip on themselves because it's just so obvious. Michigan, I'll give you a perfect example. They say it's a human error. Human error. 6,000 votes was tabulated for Joe Biden. Well, now we got reports saying that we saw people in Michigan, and these are ballot workers that saw it, that wanted to stay anonymous, but did sign an affidavit. Now, let me explain to you why it's so important that you guys understand this. When they sign that affidavit, right, if they are lying, they can go to prison for perjury. So these people are not lying. They're being well informed on the consequences if they are lying. So, yeah, if they're signing that paper, I'm pretty confident they're being completely honest about the situation. We know what an America looks like with Donald Trump. Prosperous, amazing, patriotic, free, war-free, no more policing the world, respect from every other country, free markets, production in our country, and now we have a vaccine. I mean, this is incredible what this man has done. And to think that we're going to go back to the Obama policies which was what got Donald Trump elected to begin with, I highly doubt he had any of that. We saw the crowds, we saw the momentum for Donald Trump, and we saw how they set this entire mail-in ballot orchestration, whatever you want to call it, in order to cause this chaos, in order to help fraud occur. Very easy to commit fraud when you have unsolicited ballots. This isn't the same thing as an absentee ballot being mailed out. Everyone knows this was just sent out to every address of every registered voters. Now we have evidence that there was actually specific areas where they were picking up ballots and actually calling specific old people homes, nursing homes, to get them to give us ballots, to give them the ballots. If this doesn't say fraud all over the place, I don't know what does. The numbers do not add up. Compared to the votes that Biden got and the votes that Trump got, and the difference between 2016 to 2020, it doesn't add up. Not even on their own numbers. 138,000. Let's get this so you can understand this. 138,000 ballots. Not one went to Donald Trump. That's mathematically impossible. Even on the Democrats' math, that 8 out of 10 mail-in ballots came in for Joe Biden. Now, another interesting thing is Arizona. Arizona is, I cannot wait to hear Fox News apologize for calling Arizona. I cannot wait to see these Democrats that are right now rubbing it in our faces, who spent 4 years attacking us and calling us all names, trying to unify us now, cannot wait to see their faces if we find out that there was massive voter fraud and Donald Trump was actually elected the president of the United States, reelected. Boy, are they going to go into the streets. What have we done? Nothing. We haven't looted. We haven't burned buildings down. We haven't rioted. We haven't done anything. You know why? Because we understand how the justice system works. We're different. We let the justice system do its part, and we have faith in America, because we're patriots. We believe in America first. And it's obvious that others feel the same way. That's why they're losing seats in the House. That's why AOCs are losing the power that they have. People are even saying that she's considering leaving her position because apparently it's not what she thought it would be. She thought she was going to be this major movement because she was popular, because she was young and she had these radical views. No, it's just because Fox News helped her get there. They put so much attention on this girl. She's a first-time congresswoman. They put so much attention on her that it made her popular. But that will soon wean out and she'll become the outcast along with Emar and her little squad. Nobody wants socialism in this country. You tell me how mathematically Donald Trump did better with African Americans, Hispanics, and minorities than in 2016, yet he still lost the election. He had more people come out to vote for him than in 2016, and he still lost the election. Mathematically, it's just not possible. That Joe Biden broke the records, a 3-time presidential candidate that lost 3 fucking times, blew everyone out of the water, and ended up getting a massive amount of voters to come out and vote for him. Not likely. The reason more likely is that a bunch of ballots were sent, and a bunch of ballots were probably rigged, and a bunch of ballots between rigged, between harvesting, between dead people voting, between people trashing or counting Trump ballots for Joe Biden. Yeah, I think we can get to the numbers that we need. I don't think it would be too difficult. This is a very slim margin. We're not talking about a high margin here, guys. Everybody keeps thinking this is a huge margin and it's so difficult. It really isn't. As a matter of fact, just flipping Wisconsin and let's say Michigan and Arizona going Trump's way as it looks like right now, he won the election, even if he doesn't win Pennsylvania. Because Georgia, we know it's a disaster. We know Trump has that one in the bag. margin of error is there. And there's a lot of already lawsuits being filed there too. Now, this is the argument, this is the argument from the left. The lawsuits have gone nowhere. Listen, the bottom line is they're going to have to do a recount. And when they do a recount, Republicans are going to be there. And I promise you the numbers are not going to add up the same way they added up prior to the recount. Because one thing I know about these Democrats, they are dumb as hell. They do not know how to cover their tracks at all. There will be overwhelming evidence, and they will get caught with their hand in the cookie jar. I promise you. Guys, stay vigilant, stay positive, continue to go on with your lives. Let this play out. Let's see what the end result is. And I promise you, I think it's looking to our advantage. And I think that we have a solid path to victory. I do not think all 71 million people that went out there to vote for Donald Trump because they believed in Donald Trump and they voted in person and waited those long lines. I highly doubt Joe Biden had the same support when he didn't leave his bunker or his basement, whatever, only to speak to 8 or 9 people while riots were occurring. And now we're seeing what a President Biden presidency looks like. It's looking quite interesting now. Defunding the police. He's already mentioning the Paris climate deal accord. We are already seeing his agenda. Everybody that voted in Pennsylvania for Joe Biden legitimately, every legal vote casted, and you're in fracking and you're in the oil business, good luck, my friends, because that's going away. Your jobs are going to China. You know why? Because Joe Biden is bought and paid for by China. So kiss those jobs goodbye. All those military people that voted for Donald Trump, I'm sorry that this has happened to you. I'm sorry that we are going to have a possibility of having a Joe Biden presidency, which will lead to no more energy independence, which will most likely end up and leading us into more dumbass wars, putting your lives on the line for no reason but profiting the Democrats and politicians in general. That's what I have to say about that. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, but I'm accepting either way this goes. And I think a lot of Americans need to do that. I think that we need to be hopeful that the justice system will prevail and we will overcome this. But at the same time, I think that we also have to accept that if the results are legitimate and Joe Biden is the president of the United States, the 46th president of the United States, we will have to accept it. But remember this, we were on the right side of history. All these people that voted for Joe Biden will regret it. We will not, because we voted for the right candidate. Believe me, he will destroy everything Trump did. And if Trump was to ever run again in 2024, he would sweep them. And without a doubt, because people will realize what they had, how good they had it, and they lost it. They lost a president that finally put America first. This was a short segment, something on the fly. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. There's still a pathway. Don't lose faith. Love all of you guys. Love all Americans out there, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're liberal, Republican, whatever party you stand for. I love you. You're still Americans, and you have the right to vote for whoever you want. All I want is transparency. All Americans are asking for is transparency and a legitimate election. That's all we're asking for. God bless you. God bless your families, and God bless this beautiful country we call America.
America great again.